Hello, boys and girls. I hope your Wednesday hump day is going well. Uh, Mine's is going. It's dark in here. We were supposed to get weird weather, hail and stuff, but some places got it, some places didn't, and we're still dry. I still got this giant thing on my neck. You can see it. It's like a second head growing out. Ugh, it's disgusting. Oh, forgot to do the thing. All right. So what we are going to do is welcome you to today's show. It is dark in here. I should cut on the light, but it doesn't look dark on the man. Do we want to talk about how weird the new like tightened up? Okay, now fine. I guess that's the update. But usually people would. It's got to be. I don't know what it is. All right. Uh. I hope everybody had a good day at work. I don't have anything here to drink but ice water. We'll remedy that in a half an hour or so. Here's the thing. I don't get all these governors still trying to stop people from voting, still trying to like make these authoritarian rules about voting and about abortion. You tell me you shouldn't be leading, and who puts you in office and why? So that tells me maybe the media is telling people in some of these markets, as they call it, different things than what they're telling people in other markets. So now you have a one for one hatred on both sides, which is an even split, which is a civil war coming, right? Uh, I listened to something today about Howard Stern, and it was Saga actually, Howard Stern and Joe Rogan, um, and it was about COVID, right? So Howard Stern was like, "Man, I'm watching all these DJs, these right wing morning DJs, and they're dying of COVID, and they're telling people not to get it, and they're dying, and man, that's stupid." And his the lady who hangs out with him was like, "Man, I can't mess with these people. I don't got any sympathy for them, right?" I said, "Okay." And then they go to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's like, "Man, here's the thing. First, they say if you get vaccinated, you can't get COVID. And then this is Joe Rogan talking now, right? And then he said, and then if then people start getting it, and he didn't like the fact that if you don't get it, now you can't get on the plane, you can't take the train, and now you have to have papers and all this, and that's a slippery slope. That's like one at Dave Joe Rogan quote, one step away from being a dictator. And I was like, huh. So you got Joe Rogan and you have Howard Stern, who essentially share similar audiences on two opposite ends of this thing. I was just kind of like, huh. But who do I roll with? Here's the thing: Howard Stern was saying that the government should make people take it. That's what Howard Stern was saying. Joe Rogan had the opposite thing of, you know, the government's gonna, kind of like, I don't even know how to discuss this because YouTube is so fucking wiggy. There's also a way of censoring people that's going on here too. So they went back and forth, and I was like, I was like, who? I was just like, whose side would I take in this argument? To the number one radio DJ, right, Howard Stern, or the number one podcaster, right? Podcasting is the future. Uh, I have no idea. This whole thing, in in my opinion, has just been a shit show of a fucked up job. Excuse my language. Um, and I don't really know any what I really think about it anymore. Uh, it's one of those topics I'm tired of talking about, but it's not going to go away because it's not going away, right? So you're kind of tired of talking about it. It's like you just want to go home. Like, man, when does this movie end? Oh, no, no, no. We're getting to the good part. Really? We've been here for like a year and a half. When does this movie end? It's about to wrap up. Just like, really? I just feel like, oh, we've been here for so long, watching the same thing for so long. Uh, we also have in other news. Should I cut this light on or should I go get something to drink? I gotta tell you, man, I know people don't care to know when people get up, but I've been up after going to bed. I would say at around about 2, I no, maybe 1:30. I got up at around about 6. I'm gonna say about a little before 6:30, and I was so burnt. I like to stay up late, and I like to get up early, and neither one of those things should be in the same person. uh, it is what it is. It is what it is. Excuse me. Plus, all this dim light in here, like it's mood lighting. Like I'm about to throw on some Barry White and Mac on you. Is sort of fucking ridiculous. So I think I'm gonna have to cut on the light. But it is getting dark outside. When is sunset?
Sunset will be at 7:22 p.m. today.
When is sunset tomorrow?
Sunset tomorrow will be at 7:20 p.m.
Yep. 2-minute drops, boys and girls. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Let's all calm down. We can't OD on cold water. You know that you can die from drinking too much water? I think it's called hydroplexia. Yeah. Hydrotoxia. Drinking too much water can be unhealthy and even lead to death in extreme cases. When you drink more water than your kidney can handle, you upset the balance of sodium levels in your blood. This is called water intoxication, and in extreme cases, it can cause brain damage, coma, and even death. So you need minerals in your body, and your kidney sort of handles that. And you could wash your kidneys clean, which fucks up your whole system. Water intoxication. I thought it had some. Man nearly dies having excess water. Look, don't go fucking nuts, people. Um, a gallon of water a day. Yeah, okay, but in small sittings. I drink a lot of water, uh, and I pee a lot, right? Just because I drink a lot of water, it just kind of goes with the territory. Um, I don't know what to tell you. And the darker your pee is, the more unhealthy you are, right? You should drink more water. We can look at this too. Why are we even looking at this? Mm. When you're drinking enough fluids, your body is in balance, and your urine will be pale straw yellow color. When you have not drank enough fluids, your kidney try to save as much water as they can and cause urine to be dark in color. So yeah, always flushing out your kidneys, baby. Urine chart. No water, transparent. You're drinking a lot of water. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm like, oh, this is not up. All right, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I just found this to be hysterical. Okay. So yeah. Oh, this is Facebook. Ugh. Get out of there. Um. Ugh. Facebook. Yeah. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. Only you know, right? But if you're here, this is dangerous. Good lord. I think I would say this is most people. Yeah, but I drink a lot of water. Oh, glory. Uh, yeah. All right. So, boys and girls, drink more water. Uh, transparent. What does these mean? Sign of overhydration. A person has been drinking a little too much water. Okay. Pale yellow means the person is healthy and hydrated. Transparent yellow, normal. Dark yellow, normal, but needs to drink more water. Brownish orange, sign of dehydration, a possible sign of liver disease. Wow. Pink is possibly a sign of kidney disease. So brown orange is liver disease. Pinkish red is kidney disease. Blue or green is a rare genetic disorder. Foamy, sign of kidney disease. Okay, so brownish, orange, pinkish, and foamy are what I need to look out for, just in case, right? Other than that, everything else is a shade of. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, so drink more water. Well, here's the thing: when I started drinking, I was already big into drinking water. Um, so I would cut whatever I was drinking with water. Not like I would have a beer or two, and then I would have like a pint of water, like 2 pints of beer and a pint of water. So I'd always be all right, but I always was peeing, and I never really had to really got a buzz on. So I started drinking hard whiskey, like whiskey neat. Like yeah. um, I feel like there's stuff I shouldn't be telling you because well I'm not really embarrassed by anything, but just in case somebody is like too young to be in uh the chat. Um Man, I'm sorry. I'm sort of like glassy eyed because I'm like, here's the thing. Most people can stay up, but once you hit the 12-hour mark of you being up, you begin to lose kind of like focus, so you can still be up and just kind of and talk to people because your brain is on autopilot. Now, but this is why people can't work 12-hour shifts. Um, and an additional 4 hours puts you at what? 16 hours, right? And then after that, you need 8 hours to sleep. So you're already on the I was about to say the waking end of of your sleeps of your waking hours, the waning end of your waking hours. And but these are supposed to be the time. So let's say you went to work at nine, you did 9 to 5, right? That's 8 hours, 9 to 5. You get up at 7 to go to work at 9. So by the time 7 p.m., which is now, rolls around, you've been up for 12 hours. Uh, and then it's decompressing time. Then you get like another 3 hours of kicking it with the family, watch some goofy TV shows, read a book, blah, blah, blah. But that's about 4 hours of just kind of like decompression time. Um, you can't work from 9 in the morning to 9 at night, full 12 hours without you can't do it regularly. I mean, you can do it a couple of times. Excuse me, we've all crammed, as you used to call it in collage. Uh, we all crammed, but you can't do it. That can't be your job. You can't do it day in and day out. You'll collapse from it. Soup. Okay. Good Lord, what is this bread? I just had soup and a sandwich. I made soup and a sandwich, um, and it was good. And I got to cut it in triangles like I like to do, and then dip it in the soup. But here's the thing: soup and a sandwich now costing $15. Hey, William, good to see you. Soup and a sandwich now costs you $15 in some like fancy eateries. When a can of soup in your costs you what, $1 at most, and cold cuts and bread costs you. So yeah, I think my soup and a salad probably cost me $1.50. I still like some of this stuff. I like a couple of days ago, I had peanut butter and jelly with milk. I still do these kind of like quirky, and I'll tell you, here's the best thing, which I super love. You make a sandwich, you put it in like a saran wrap, and then you stick it up someplace for like 3 hours. And when you eat it, it tastes just like it tasted when you were in like the third grade and your mom made you a sandwich. I think it has to do with smushing it and then the mayo just like getting good and ripe for mayo, right? Which I think is only a couple of hours in room temperature. Any longer than that, you'll get salmonella. Or probably not salmonella, but I mean, it always tastes different when you eat something fresh. And then one day I went out on a hike and I made a couple of sandwiches for me and my dog at the time. Um, just a city hike. Bought some, I used to. Here's another thing: you can freeze like half a plastic bottle of water, the big ones. You can pour some of it out and freeze it, and then wrap it in a towel. I used to wrap it in a towel and then wrap hair barrettes around it. I bought those things that those things that women put in their hair to keep their hair in a ponytail. They're better than rubber bands because they last longer. And I would put two or three of those around it, around my sweat towel, right? And that will insulate the bottle and keep it frozen like all day, all day. And occasionally I would just take it off to dab my head because it was 110 degrees. But it would slowly melt, and then you have ice cold water all day when you skated around and walking around with the dog. Go to the park, eat a couple of sandwiches, have freezing cold water for you and the dog. Pour some on your head. Yeah, life back then. Uh, it was good. It was good. Can't really complain about it. The dog made those summers excellent. Oh, this is news. Excuse me. So bad. All right. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is 3 hours ago. The Florida Times. Prosecutor Ahmaud Arbery, former Georgia DA Jackie Johnson charged with illegal shoot. Wait, what? What is this? With illegal shooting of a black man, but that's not what she was charged with. See, this is the kind of headlines that are fucking ridiculous. This is not what she was charged with. Prosecutor let's flip this. This is not what she was charged with. But I guess it's true, but it's true so outside as to get people kind of crazy. Prosecutor Ahmaud Arbery, former Georgia DA Jackie Johnson, charged with illegal shooting of a black man, booked in jail. A former prosecutor charged with illegal activity handling. They made it sound like she shot him. This is in Florida. Yeah. So how they phrase shit matters. Remind me of the Post. Oh, there you go. Can't even fucking deal with it because it's not real. There you go. Let's see this. I was actually looking at it before. This is on Twitter. All right, here you go. So this is her mugshot. New mugshot. Former Glenn County District Attorney Jackie Johnson, 49, has been arrested and booked for violation of oath and obstruction in the Ahmaud Arbery murder case. She was indicted by a grand jury last week. That is very different from what the other headline was, right? I mean, they say she was charged with illegally killing a black man, like she did it with her bare hands. So someone can read that and go, look at this is outrageous, I mean, I think they're telling us two different things. My kid's mom, good. Todd Stringer. This is exactly why kids need to be taught some form of critical race theory so we don't repeat history. Look like she's a couple of sleepless nights. Ooh. Boom, Democrat Catherine Rambeau flips Republican seat in New Hampshire State House. I don't even get it. On this date, 1960. Oh, this is more tweets. View more replies is where we want to be. Great news overlooking overlooking like the lady from In Living Color. Lock her up. Accent such a yeah. See, also something tells me this isn't such a 49 dot 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 bullshit. Yes, 49 is correct if multiplied by two. What is this? Excellent such charge should be more from a prosecutor protected. Oh hell, I'm sure I did see. Maybe she knows the oath and obstruction. Replying to Haley Mason TV and CBS 4649. Wait, who's Haley Mason? What did she say? Oh, they're talking about her age. Jack 49. All right, that's so they're talking about her age. Yes, 49 is correct if multiplied by two. Yeah, she looks like the kind of person who do something like this. Now 49, she's looking 75. Okay, so now we're already off topic with how she looks. Uh, oh, this is blatant race. Some of them age like bananas. She got OMG. Yeah, good. I think these people don't put it. Yeah, here's the thing about this. I think a lot of this, her audience is it is what it is. But I mean, it is what it is, right? First ballot. He deserved it. He bust his ass. I mean, he was good at what his job was, and his job was to play baseball. So yeah. But as for being a personality, he's just. I'd rather watch a damp towel dry in the sun. So I guess this is the Haley Mills lady. Okay, well there you have it. Why this is so important, just so everybody knows it, is that this has been going on forever, 300 years. Uh, Police agencies and district attorneys and coroners fixing cases to let bad people off, and DAs and cops fixing the cases to put innocent people in jail. This is huge. It really is. I mean, ex DA, like, yeah, ex Brahms DA indicted for misconduct in Ahmaud Arbery. One count. It should have been more than one count, but one count is all you got. I want to read this. Let's see what we got here. Jackie Johnson, who was district attorney for the Brunswick Judicial Circuit for 10 years, turned herself in. She was a DA for 10 years. Bond was set at 10,000. See, your bond will be set at 250 million. She's got 10,000 in her fucking purse. Right? And this is the thing. You're supposed to be able to fail. You're supposed to be able to afford your bond, your bail, right? And they don't. It's never. I mean, if you don't have $1, then $2 is too much. But these guys always get a pittance, $10,000, right? Bet your house. How much is your house worth? Twice your house rate. Give us your house's bond. And it has to be 1%. Now it has to be 10% of the bond. So you just have to put up $1,000. It's sort of. It's really is bullshit. I'm looking over here for something to drink. That's cold. Yoo-hoo! Bond was set at 10,000, but she was released on her own recognizance, which makes sense. She was the DA for 10 years in that town, right? Meaning she did not have to pay a cash bond. So she got released on bail and not had to give up any dough at all. Johnson 49 was strongly criticized for the way she handled the Ahmaud Arbery case and was indicted last week by Glenn County Grand Jury on charge of violation of oath of public office and obstruction of a police officer. Here's the thing. Violating oath of office, you can arrest a lot of these cops for you seeing these videos beating people up. I'm not even talking about the murders. And obstruct, you can also charge all these people with obstruction of justice when they lie on these documents. They charge her with obstruction of a police officer because she told the police officer not to charge anybody. The charges are related to the investigation surrounding the deadly shooting of Ahmaud Arbery. I was supposed to be over here, right? Didn't I say I was going to try and get deeper center? Now I'm going to have to turn this way. I'm gonna redo this whole setup likely before October 1st. And that is about 3 weeks away. The charge are related to the investigation surrounding the deadly shooting of Ahmaud Arbery, specifically the indictment in full at the end of the article. Really, the indictment is in. They gave you the full indictment at the end of the article. News 4 Jacksonville. Good job, News 4 fucking Jacksonville. That is a baller ass thing to do. They gave you the legal document so you can peruse it. And some people will be doing just that, like me. I'm wonky, but I'm not that wonky. But the level above me wonky would read that. Accused, specifically the indictment. I'm going to peruse it though. Don't get it twisted. Specifically, the indictment in full at the end of the article accuses Johnson in February 2020. So it took a year and 9 months for her to pay for this too. It took them 2 months. It took her a year and 9 months. In February 2020, violating her oath as district attorney by showing favor and affection to Greg Michaels during the investigation. Greg McMichael had once worked as an investigator in Johnson's office. Johnson also failed to treat Ahmaud Arbery and his family fairly and with dignity. Wow. Johnson also failed to treat Ahmaud Arbery and his family fairly and with dignity. The indictment states it is alleged that after Arbery's death, Johnson sought the assistance of Waycroft Judicial Circuit District Attorney George Barnhill. He's going to have to answer questions too. And after disqualifying herself, let me try that sentence again. Johnson sought the assistance of Waycroft Judicial Circuit District Attorney George Barnhill, and after disqualifying her for office, recommended Barnhill to the. She sought his. She sought his assistance, and then she disqualified herself. This makes it seem like he disqualified her after disqualifying her for office. Disqualifying her for office. This whole sentence is weird. She was already in office. Recommended Barnhill to the Attorney General office for appointment as a case prosecutor. This sentence sounds like she went to get assistance. She then disqualified herself from the investigation at the office and recommended Barnhill, the person you just spoke to take the case over. Barnhill to the Attorney General's office for appointment as a case prosecutor without disclosing she had previously sought Barnhill's assistance in the case. Yeah, so she was like, "Hey, let me talk to you about this. This is all fucked up." She was like, "You know what? I'm going to recuse myself, and I'm going to put this all on you to handle it." But she had already spoken to him about it already. I send out, I've been sending out a couple of more notifications than necessary. So I send out today. I'll send out. I don't think it's up. There's one up today. I send out 2 ahead. One for the 2 following. So there should be. I don't have to check. There should be. There should be one up for tomorrow that I put up, and after I get up off this pod, I will put one up for Friday. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Because I'm always sort of bad with it. Let's see what we got. Yep, that's about it. So there's one waiting for tomorrow, and when I'm off tomorrow, I'll put one up for one for tomorrow. When I'm off tonight, I'll put one up for the day after tomorrow. Um, the indictment also alleges Johnson knowingly and willfully directed officers to not arrest Greg McMichael's adult son, Travis McMichael. So they were like, he shotgunned someone in the street, and they were like, yeah, no, it's fine. Even if you didn't charge him with killing this guy, he still fired a shotgun in the street, right? So you could go, okay, the shooting was justified, but you shouldn't have had a gun. This is all kinds of fucked up. It really is all kinds of fucked up. The indictment also alleges, okay, we got to get, okay, we have to get off the happier news, but this is a modern shit we should sort of get. Attorney General Chris Carr announced an indictment on Thursday after requesting that the Georgia Bureau of Investigations launch an investigation in May of 2020. A judge signed the warrant for Johnson's arrest on Thursday, the same day the indictment was handed down. What I think is important about the case is accountability. Yeah, agreed. And America has never had accountability. These guys did whatever the fuck they want, and they're still doing it. And what you're sitting here going, look, man, you have two arenas on this thing. You have one, the bad guy who the cops have been known to beat up and steal money, dropped some of them in other gang territories and got them killed, right? Wild shit like that. Then you have sheer incompetence, right? But surrounding all of it, you have DAs who will fix the case. I mean, if we're all supposed to be to the letter of the law, don't tell me to obey the law if you're cooking the books on it. I think you have to solve it, or you're gonna get like a American Al Qaeda version of we fuck you, you're racist, we don't care what you say. We live in poverty anyway. You throw us in jail anyway. Why not shoot at you? That's not what you want. That is really not what you want. In the land of guns, that is definitely not what you want. Um, I mean, letting people out of jail after 30 fucking years find out that they didn't do it. All this stuff. You just can't go, oh, nah, that might happen. We don't discount it, but that never happens here. I mean, you want to keep the respect of the population that you're protecting, that you're looking after, right? If your husband or brother or wife goes off to war, wow, look at these clouds come rolling in, dark as fuck. Wow, I almost want to pick the camera up and circle it around so you can see it. Um, if your mom or your dad or your uncle or whoever went off to war, you need the cops here to make sure that, oh well, her man is gone, or her, the little kids are, while everybody I can come in and rob the place and steal the place and rape and murder. No, you need people to, and now nobody wants to go talk to the cops. That's fucking horrible. Why didn't you fix this a long time ago? You listen to some of these fucking union guys, racist as fuck, and we already went through this. You know who I'm talking about. I'm on record as saying nobody should even listen to that guy. And if the cops roll up, you should war with them because fuck that guy. He's a blatant and open racist. Talking about his fine that your kid got killed, essentially, right? You can't have that. That's ridiculous. And the federal government should have fucking put a stop to this, and it didn't. It ignored and let like this racist bullshit grow since the Civil War. And they always associate themselves with the good shit, like the flag and the American military and cops, but at the same time, they're the first ones to be violent and disrespect your rights and steal your shit. They took down the Robert E. Lee statue today. We're gonna look at that before we forget. Robert E. Lee UE statue. All right, let's go over here though. We just want to get a couple of more paragraphs of this in. Ooh. Oh, it's not what I thought it was. Oh, come on, man. John's fell treat on my family with dignity that alleges that already death was alleges that after Arbery's death, Johnson sought assistance to the Avery sought. Okay. The indictment also alleges Johnson knowingly right with okay. Attorney General analysis 2020, Thursday, same day. Judge signed her arrest warrant the same day. What I think is important about this case is accountability. I think the Attorney General in Georgia felt that it was very important, as do many people in the community, that she be held accountable. Whether she be convicted or not, that's a separate question. No, it's not a separate question. You want a conviction. Now all of a sudden the trial matters, but the conviction doesn't. Shut up, said Browns's criminal defense lawyer, Paige Pat. Her name is Paige Pat, who is not affiliated with the case. These charges are not clear cut. It's kind of a stretch to say simply because of the way she handled the situation that she committed a felony offense. That's going to be these fucking law. You know, you're instantly guilty for all of them. All of a sudden now there's all 1,000 ways to look at it. Yeah. That's going to be an uphill climb for the Attorney General, but regardless of the outcome, bringing the indictment here in Glenn County sends a strong message about accountability. Pate said that these criminal charges against her related directly to what she did in the Arbery case and do not seem to impact any other case she had while she was a district attorney. But if there's evidence that Johnson showed favoritism or improperly influenced the actions of police, attorneys could seek to reopen those cases upon request. Yeah. You don't think she did? If she did it once, she did it 1,000 times. Had you reached out for a comment to find out when Johnson will be next in court. Generally, you hear that? Crack, boom, crackle, crackle, boom, boom, crackle. Generally in state cases, generally in any state case in Georgia, okay, after the arrest occurs, there's a period of time before the person is called back into court to enter a formal plea. Pate said. He said then motions could be filed, potentially hearing, and then the trial of this case is not resolved. If convicted of violation of oath of office is a felony charge that carries a sentence of 1 to 5 years. So it's not a serious charge if you violate your oath of office. 1 to 5 years. It's an oath. It should, if you violate it, you should pay a serious penalty, not 1 to 5 years. It should be like 10 to 15, prompting no one to violate their oath. And if she is found guilty, they'll give her what, a suspended sentence and a speech. Yeah, this is what happens. Lawyers write these laws, and then the section where it comes to lawyers' punishment, all of a sudden it's impossible, to get a conviction. Apparently, if conviction misdemeanor carries up to 12 months, the obstruction and hindering law enforcement offer charges of misdemeanor that carries up to 12 months. Greg and Travis McMichael armed themselves and pursued Arbery, 25, in a pickup truck on February 23rd, 2020, after they spotted Arbery running in their neighborhood just outside the coastal city of Brunswick. Their neighbor, William Roddy Bryant, should have mind your business, neighbor, joined the chase and took cell phone video showing Travis McMichael shooting Arbery with a shotgun. Sweet fucking Jesus, a shotgun. Greg McMichael told police they suspected Arbery was a burglar, and Travis McMichael shot him in self-defense. Prosecutors have said Arbery was unarmed and was carrying no stolen items when he was killed. There goes your burglary. He didn't drop all this silverware or anything. He just dropped to the ground. No gun, no nothing, just out running. And you just saw him, and it just triggered something in your head, and then you could not help yourself. We've seen this before. No one ever thinks it's going to be them. Watch yourself. It just may very well be you. Right? Doing something goofy because, and this isn't just for white guys, right? I mean, I've seen people do dumb shit, road rage stuff. That guy who fired into a car and killed that little boy, right? Now all of a sudden you wish you could take it all back. I mean, don't lay in your mindset like that. Do something else with your energy. The McMichaels and Bryant were charged with killing wasn't charged with killing until more than 2 months later, after the video was leaked online and the GBI took over the case. All 3 men are scheduled to stand trial this fall. We're in fall now. Winter begins the 21st of January. So somewhere in the next 3 months, they're supposed to be standing trial. Jury selection is set to begin October 18th. All right, there you go. That's a month and change away. All right. Someone's handwriting is horrendous. August. They mucked this up. True bill. What kind of bill? A true bill. Jacqueline Lee Johnson waives the right to be formally arraigned and pleads not guilty. She doesn't even want to stand up in front of a judge, but everyone that she drugged in there for the last 10 years had to do it. Now they don't have to do it. She can do this without showing up in court. No, show up in court like you made everyone else show up in court. Good Lord, who fucking wrote this? Why are people's names scratched out like this? Nine names are scratched out. List of witnesses. Ugh, wow. Give you the list of witnesses. George E. Barnhill, George F. Barnhill. Blair L. McGowan, District Attorney Pro Temp, Brunswick Judicial Circuit Court, and Senior Assistant Attorney General of the State of Georgia. So the acting Attorney General, Attorney General Pro Tem for life, I guess they worked at the Supreme Court. So who is prosecuting this? Because it used to be her DA's office, Attorney General, State of Georgia. Okay, so this is a state charge. This isn't her. This isn't charge in Brunswick where she worked. All right, I just wanted to make sure. Can we even look at some images of this thing coming down after 130 years? 2 hours. Watch live Robert E. Lee statue come down in Virginia. Crews remove Robert E. Lee statue. Come on, people. I don't want to watch an hour and a half of this shit, and I don't want to watch interviews. I guess they're all like 40-second videos. Let's see what we got here. July 13, 2021. It was a few months ago. All right, hold on. Sometimes it takes a little while to find stuff. All right. This is 58 minutes. Look how big that fucking thing is. It's huge. Well, it has to be because you need perspection, right? If it's life size of a horse that high, no one will know what the fuck it was. Yeah, put something up there that's worthy. Ah! Oh, this needs more water. Yeah, look at him go. This was put up there to send a message about white supremacy. They didn't put up there to teach the black people a lesson. They put it up there for themselves and their arrogance. That's what it was for. It's not a picture of God or Jesus or any of that. It's their own. Are we still even running? Uh-oh. Hold on. Are we still even running? Hold on. Oh, it's over here now. All right. It's crackling and popping and it's beginning to go. All right. So we've been streaming for 46 minutes, but a giant shock of lightning just dimmed the whole shit. So we are going to try and get this in here for another 5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, so we can make an hour. Or we're just going to stop it right now. Yeah, I think we're going to have to stop it right now. All right, we've been streaming for 45 minutes. That's not bad. Do we want to push our luck? Because it really did just knock out all the lights. So much so that I could not tell if we were still streaming. Well, I'm still getting audio and stuff. All right, so let's Robert Lee statue came down. We can't talk about it. I guess we're gonna have to slow the show. What do you guys think? Let's look up the weather here. All right. Oh my goodness. Is this water getting all over my stuff yet? It's beginning to. All right. So I guess that's it. We are gonna. Do we want to push our luck? Yeah, because now I'm stuck on the weather. Yeah, we're gonna shut it all down because again, Mother Nature's not playing with you, and she's about her business. And we just got a warning, right? We're gonna take it as a warning. Dim all the lights and cut the power to this TV off. I have to freaking find the remote. And we're still streaming, which is good, right? Are we still streaming? Yes, we are still streaming, which is good. Man, you know what I love? Thunder, lightning, a good storm, snowstorms. Oh, what am I looking for? Here it is. So be odd, be interesting, be quirky, but own that shit. Like if someone finds out you like knitting, don't be like, man, I wouldn't be caught dead knitting. What's wrong with you? Just go, yeah, I love that shit. Get all the homies together, get a knitting circle going, right? I think we're pushing our luck here, but that's all right. We're gonna push it. All right, so can we get these other topics in? I don't know if we actually can. And every time it's raining like this, it comes out of nowhere. I hear people racing on their motorcycles. It always freaks me out. He's talking about solar power. He's trying to move on. All right. Elizabeth Holmes trial begins, which is good. They were talking about how it's going to be hard to prove that it was fraud. She told these people she had some. If I told you I have an anti gravity machine and you invest in it, and then I don't have an anti gravity machine, how is it? How is it not fraud? You know what I'm saying? I mean, she told people that she had this all new way to test blood. Excuse me, all new way to test blood, and she didn't. And now they're going, no, I don't really know if they're going to be able to find her guilty because they have to prove it was fraud. What? "20-year-old man battling cancer marries his high school sweetheart after he's been given 6 weeks to live. Not 6 weeks, given weeks to live. I get it. And here you go. People attacking politicians. You should do so much time for attacking a politician. I mean, these guys are idiots and they make me mad, but you can't punch them in the face on the street. I mean, come on. What are y'all doing? Before she died of COVID-19, she begged her TikTok followers to get vaccine. Why you? Robert E. Lee, the statue is removed in Richmond, ex-capital of the Confederacy. Oh my gosh. $650 million Ponzi scheme. All right. Well, good Lord. All right. Um, you know what? I'm gonna start a sci-fi show. Just review science fiction stuff. That's what I like. I like talking about politics, but I have to balance this out with some flash flood watches are in effect for the Northeast for some of the same areas. Yeah, there's another fucking storm coming. You want to look? Oh. All right. Mother Nature is not fucking around with us. So what are we gonna look up? Oh, the new hurricane coming through. Hurricane Hurricane Henry, right? Henry strength is Henry. Oh, Henry. It's not Hurricane Henry with a Y. That's too American. It's Hurricane Henry with a Henri, like the French. Womp 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 womp. All right, let's put this back up. Slow moving Henry drenches the Northeast. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. I need images. Yeah, see, it missed all of us. It's just gonna slam into. Look at that. Ugh. Oh my god. That over there. Come right here. So freaking wiggy wiggy. All right, let me get me out of here. Look at this, people. All the people in the Northeast. I love you guys. All right, seriously, look at this. So it's gonna miss all of us, and it's gonna make a beeline for Long Island. Oh, and begin to get splashed by water. That means we need to close that. Look at this. You just had one like 4 days ago. Yeah, we can call this climate change or whatever. I just like to say we fucked up our terrarium, right? I don't know how to fix it. All the people talking crap about how to fix it, they don't know how to fix it. They just want to stay in charge. Let's do this. Put that over there. Here's another one. Right? So ooh, we may have to look that up. 37 years. Look at this. This is gonna hit Long Island, fly right over that, right over this the sound between Connecticut and not Connecticut, between Long Island and just power right on through Maine into Nova Scotia. Ooh, all right, let's look up. I thought it was Henry. This is last week. Hold it. Open that in a new tab. We take this. We go back here. This is this week. August 23rd, 2021. Wait a minute. That was last week. We knew it was coming for a week though. We're up to 8. Slow moving Henry. August 22nd. Hold it, wait. Did we miss something? Am I missing something? Oh, no, you what? I'm looking at the wrong one. You're right. Because this says August 24th was the day was here. But what's coming up? Harry? Larry. I'm glad you're here, man. Larry. Oh, that's not better. Look at, he's got the whole coast. Oh yeah, it's very similar though. But this one stays out at sea and misses all of Long Island, which is good. Newfoundland's gonna have some problems. They're gonna have some issues. Then we drop down. Nope. No, it's okay. It's totally gonna miss you. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I could have sworn that there was a hurricane in the North Atlantic. Hurricane, the Atlantic. No, not crazy. 3 days ago, fierce Hurricane Larry returned across the Atlantic. It's peak hurricane season. Larry's still a major hurricane in the Atlantic. Videos from the Weather Channel. Larry's still a major hurricane. Well, yeah, hold it. It's going to remain a major hurricane until it hits cold water, right? And that's up by Maine and shit. All this shit is cold. Bermuda, warm. I'm sorry, this is warm. Bermuda, Hispaniola. It's going to start losing power when it gets right about here. Because DC is warm. DC, it snows there, so that water's cold. And just a few hours south is where we are, and it does not snow here. So yeah, just watch yourself. Okay, so we are not going to push our luck. We're going to make an hour in about 10 seconds. No crack boom, I guess. We're going to make an hour. Well, we just made an hour. Yeah, this is coming down hard. And it's getting harder. That's what she said. Boom, boom. All right. So we are not going to push our luck and remain an hour. This is going to be a clean hour our stream. Um, I want to thank you for coming through, William, as always. I'm your biggest fan. Um, wow. I think it knocked out some lights. Wow. Okay, so Steve Carell, me? I guess I used to be. I haven't seen him do anything crazy in a while, and I didn't like The Office, oddly enough. I didn't like Office, didn't like Park and Recs. I loved Community. So I'm weird like that. Um, but not so much. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, all right, William. I guess we are out of here. This one has been augmented due to rain, due to thunderstorms, rather. That's what she said. Oh yeah, that was a running joke with that show. I did see that because those that's what she said jokes are all over YouTube. But man, we used to say that all the time, and I started saying it about everything a woman would say, right? Because if she'd go, "Oh man, I think I'm gonna," oh wow, that's a big one. I think I'm hungry and I could eat. I would go, "That's what she said," and it wouldn't be a double entendre, but then people look at me and I go, because that's what she said, and then people's like, ah, yeah, pretty good stuff. Wit. I love good riddles, good puns. It shows, your gray matter is working, solving little problems, not super hard problems. Man, look at this little problems. All right, yeah. So we're gonna get out of here. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank you, William, for coming through. Um, we'll be back tomorrow. Uh, oh, do I have this up and not me up? Oh, for God's sakes, I'm sorry. We'll be. Good Lord, man. We'll be back tomorrow. 6:30. I have a show notification up already, and Friday and Saturday 6:30 as well. Here Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday 6:30 until whenever, and we're here every Sunday morning at 7:30. So please come get some like and subscribe. I'm gonna shut all this down before it frizzles out on me. Oh look, we only got 15 minutes. Do you think we should try and chase the 15 minutes? No, I think we pushed our luck enough. It went out once. All right. This will be a short one. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves and your family. The weather is being weird all over the country. Take care of yourself. I would suggest you get the shots. You don't have to. But definitely still don't let that stop you from going out and trying to enjoy the world. It is your world. You have but one life. So go out there and enjoy. Get some goodness going. I will be back here tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. And hopefully it won't be raining. Take care of yourselves. Cuddle up to some TV if it's raining where you are. And or read a good book. Either one of those are good. And feed your brain. See you tomorrow. Peace.